I built a system that finds all the local businesses for a given keyword, then gives you an email and a phone number so you can reach— No, not the corporate number. We've seen that already. Nobody wants to talk to a receptionist. 1 second. I built a system that finds all the local businesses for a given keyword, then finds the owner's name, personal email, address, and cell phone number so you can be the only salesperson they talk to this week. I used to run the gauntlet on the phone. I would call 8 hours a day and just sit there. I was actually in an office and I was the only cold caller, and it was just me and a bunch of devs, and they would all just look over at me the whole time like, who's he talking to? What's he doing? And the answer was, I was talking to receptionists telling me no over and over and over again. Let me know if this sounds familiar. Hi, is the owner in? It's Alex, just following up again. Click every time. Now I feel like a dumbass because I've wasted 8 years of my life on a solved problem. Well, I mean, now it's solved. It wasn't solved before. I've never seen this before. Here's how it works. We're going to start in Lead Magic in the local leads finder search. From here, you put in any keyword that you want. For me, I'm just going to put in med spas, and for city, I'll pick Las Vegas. But you can put any US city in here and get great results later. You hit submit, it does a poll, then you just download the results file, and you get a standard Google Maps scrape with the business name, the phone number, the website, category, the business email, blah, 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 blah. We don't care about this at all, and there's nothing for us to do with this data. But before we throw it in the trash, why don't we enrich it for less than a penny a lead and get all the info that I talked about earlier? Why would you call Four Seasons Dental Spa when you could just call the main dentist directly? All we do is go into N8N, and you can see the flow we have built out here. So first we read the Google Sheet to pull in all the information. Then we loop over every item. The original poll pulled in 824 businesses, so we're going to do 824 of them here. Then we use this API, Serper, to do a Google search for domain name owner. There's the owner's name buried in here, but I'm not going to do this manually every time. So we flatten it and then send it to ChatGPT, who then pulls the owner's name. Now we have a name and a city, which means we can feed it to SkipTrace on Apify, which is a people search engine API. And that does a search for first name, last name, and the city. This pulls a ton of people that could potentially be the person, but how do you know which one is the person? I don't know. You don't know. But if we send it to ChatGPT, they know. So the AI then finds the correct person, which includes their personal phone number, their personal email, and their personal address. That data is then cleaned up and it's sent right to our Google Sheet. From there, you can hand it off to a cold email campaign. I would start with the personal emails first, and then if that doesn't work, send to the business emails as a backup. You can also hire Filipino cold callers on Upwork to hit this list. Or in theory, you could use Bland.ai to make cold calls, not saying that you should do that. Honestly, you even have their address. You can just send them handwritten letters. Or just walk over to their house, whatever, knock on the door. You're not a door-to-door salesman selling vacuum cleaners. You're a door-to-door salesman selling new leads for dental offices. Never been done. It's a robot. I'm going to just cut to a robot saying, never been done. By the way, you want this entire N8N flow for free? Too bad. It's only available for paying Mastermind members. Inside AP Mastermind, I give you the exact systems we use to get clients from cold email, LinkedIn, and even AI calling. You get live coaching, full walkthroughs, and direct support, whether you just closed your first client or you're scaling past 100,000 a month. And yeah, this exact lead gen flow, you get it the second you join. So go to alexberman.com/mastermind, apply now, and let's build together. In a second, I'll recommend another video that I know you're going to love. Comment down below what you thought of this one, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.